Hey, what's up guys, it's Jay-Z here and welcome to my channel. I would first of all like to thank Gearbox for sponsoring this video. I have partnered up with Gearbox to bring you all these new beginner's guides and breakdowns for the launch of Godfall Challenger Edition, so everyone can have a much easier time getting to know the game. So thank you Gearbox for sponsoring this video. Today we'll be talking everything about the loot in the game. The loot rarities are pretty simple, ranging from common, uncommon, rare, epic and then legendary. Then there are two exclusive loot types as well, which are the Primal Loot and the Cursed Loot. Then there are also exclusive weapons as well that can be found. So let's just get right into it. First, let's quickly go over the exclusive weapons first. These weapons are unique as they can come with two primary traits instead of just one. They can come from all weapon classes. Sword of Dominance for the longsword, Sunflare Destiny for the polearm, Eye of the Unknown for the greatsword, Maul of the Obsidian Pack for the hammers, and the Twin Dragons for the dual blades. These items can only be obtained from chests inside the Tower of Trials. Enemies do not drop these weapons, so open as many chests as you can. These can come from any chest that you open, although if you are trying to farm a specific weapon, then you must enter that specific elevated door. Now let's take a look at Primal Loot. Primal Loot adds a new dimension of loot hunting compared to your regular drops. A primal gear piece will infuse a massive buff to the item's primary trait. The primary trait on a primal gear piece will be 50% stronger than the original. Here is an example. Here you can see the Eclipse, the original legendary longsword. And then here is the primal version of the Eclipse. You can see that the primal version is a lot stronger. You can get a primal version of anything, weapons, augments and all other gear pieces as well. You can find primal loot only in the Ascended Tower of Trials. You cannot earn them in the normal towers. They can only be found inside locked chests. Enemies will not drop primal gear. Primal items have the following drop rates, which are determined by their rarity. Uncommon at 5%, rare at 10%, epic at 35%, and legendary at 50%. There are more chances to get a legendary item as a primal than there would be for an uncommon or a rare. That is purely because of how much loot you can get inside these chests. You get so much loot to drop from these chests, and most of them are being uncommons and rares. One thing to note for primal items, if the original item is not scalable, then it will not have a primal version. Take this polearm as an example. It will blind nearby enemies whenever you hit a weak point. The primal trait has nothing or no value that can be multiplied by 1.5 in order to make it a primal version. So not every gear piece can have a primal version. Now let's take a look at the Cursed Loot. Cursed items are powerful and some of the most strongest equipment and weapons in the game. They can only be dropped inside the Lightbringer mode. You cannot find cursed items anywhere else. Enemies will not drop these items in Lightbringer as well. You can only get cursed items when you seal Dark Tears and after the final battle with the Heart of the Darkness. Cursed items will have one or more curses. This will be determined by their rarity. Rare items will have one curse, epic with 2 curses, and legendary will have 3 curses. These curses will reduce the strength of the item and give the items negative secondary traits. Curses can be cleansed from items by completing specific objectives inside the Ascended Tower of Trials and in Dreamstones while using the cursed weapon. These objectives range from defeating specific level bosses and enemies. Each time a curse is removed, the item becomes more powerful and a negative trait is turned positive. Also, when you lift a curse from an item, it will grant you a cursed resource. Curses can then be used inside Lightbringer to apply additional challenges in order to increase your loot at the end of your run. You cannot equip and unequip a cursed item once you enter Dreamstones, Towers or Lightbringer. Once you remove all the curses and cleanse the item, the cursed item becomes an awakened item. It will have no more negative traits and you can then fully equip and unequip those items whenever and wherever you want. It will no longer be locked. Now I want to talk about one of the objectives that you will have to complete on the cursed items. These are killing level 55 or level 65 bosses in Dreamstones. All Dreamstones have a level assigned to them. There are no Dreamstones that will be available for the players above level 60. That's where the volatile Dreamstones come in. So we can get level 65 Dreamstones. There are a few steps you will need to do to get level 65. To start off, we will need to go into a level 60 Dreamstone. Do the first 2 rounds and get 2 volatile Dreamstones added as the final reward. Then do a few more rounds until you get a Bane, which will increase the Dreamstone level. These mostly happen after the 3rd or 4th round. Once that Bane is active, your Dreamstone will now be level 61. Once the Dreamstone has changed its level, the volatile Dreamstones you earn as a reward will also change in level. That means now you will earn level 61 volatile Dreamstones as a reward. Then just repeat the process. Go back into your new level 61 Dreamstones, get the Bane which will increase the level, and then your new volatile Dreamstones will be level 62. Keep doing this till you reach level 65 Dreamstones. This is probably one of the hardest curses to lift from your items. So if you're having trouble getting the specific Dreamstone that you're after, jump on my Discord and ask if anyone has the Dreamstones you want. That's all there is to know about all the loot types and equipment that will be available to the players. Chasing these loot types can be tough, but it is very rewarding once you obtain the items that you want. If anyone is still unsure about anything, feel free to hit me up in the comments and catch me on my Discord channel. If you liked the video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe, as I will have more guides, builds and breakdowns coming for Godfall. I will catch you all next time.